Hello everybody, SlimKirby here and welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Today we have the Rool duel, so let's go ahead and get started with that. Hey, stop abusing my monkey friend. Jerk. So yeah, this is Captain Rool. What you have to do is you have to pick up the cannonball and throw it inside of his gun whenever he does the vacuum mode. And that is pretty much how you hurt him. I believe you have to hit him 9 times before he's dead. That's what I think I remember anyway. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, this boss fight's really not that bad. At least the first part of it. It does get kind of tricky later on. He has a few different phases. In this phase, he'll shoot a bunch of cannonballs at you. And then he'll fire a barrel, which has the cannonball you're looking for. And that is pretty much what you have to do. Then he does this weird sliding thing again. And now his cannonballs bounce. Dang it. I had a feeling that was going to happen, though. Yeah, it's better to go under the cannonballs that, bounce really high. And now these cannonballs will do a curly Q at you. Thankfully, though, I believe you get a DK barrel after this part. Just gotta make sure I survive this part right here. Okay, and now that I have Dixie for my second in command, I don't know, I'll go ahead and switch to Dixie because some of these jumps can be pretty tricky. And yeah, he goes invincible too, or invisible, which can be quite annoying. Yeah, now he shoots these weird little stone things, and I believe if you touch them, you will get cursed, which means a few different things will happen. Sometimes your controls will get reversed, sometimes you'll move slower, I think. I don't remember all of the commands off the top of my head, but, it's something like that. Oh, dang it. But yeah, for this part, he'll randomly appear in places... Oh, dang it! Okay, that's weird. That wasn't supposed to happen. Fine. Let's try this again. Dang it. I thought I had that, too. That phase can be kind of weird, because he's supposed to, appear behind you. Well, not necessarily behind you, but, the opposite direction of where you're running. And that time he kind of appeared right in front of me. I think it might have been because, I ran too far ahead or something. It's kind of weird how that phase works. It's something like that, anyway. Oh, dang it. I hate when the cannonball goes at that position because sometimes you can't really, throw it over the second one without touching it. Oh, come on! You could suck that up. It's right in front of you. Come on, Captain. I'm tired of this game. I want you to be defeated. I want you to die! Okay, there we go. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to turn on my headphones for this boss fight, and I forgot to do that, so... I went ahead and did that just now. Hence the pausing. Because I do like this music. Speaking of which, like, I know I've mentioned like a few music tracks, but this game really does have a great soundtrack. There are so many great tunes in this game. And if I remember correctly, a lot of them were composed by David Wise, who is like... He's like a lot of people's favorite, like, video game music director or producer or whatever his technical job is. But yeah, basically he's composed a lot of the soundtrack for this game. I don't think he's God, like, you know, a lot of people say he is, but he really is great at composing. One of the best, anyway. Okay, I'm almost done with this boss fight. I still wish I wouldn't have died, though, at that one point, but what's done is done. I also love how there's a Super NES controller in the background. It's kind of cool. Okay, we have this part again. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, my controls are reversed. Dang it! Okay, the better thing to do is just to stay in one place and, you know, just wait for him to appear. And there we go. And make sure you don't get hit by that cannonball, because that is the last cannonball. And you can still die from that. Punch! Wow, now that is a very, very, very bad way to die. First, you have your musket explode on you several times. Then you get punched by a giant ape out of your own copter. Then as you're falling off the island, you hit your head on a few parts of the island. Then you land inside of the water and get eaten by a bunch of sharks. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. I have to admit, that's very, very brutal. But yeah, that's Donkey Kong Country 2. We haven't finished exactly yet. We still have the Lost World and, you know, some of the swanky trivia games to do, but for the main part of the game, we are actually done. And now Cranky is going to judge us based on how many hero coins we've collected throughout the game. Yeah, there are a few more hero coins out there. 39, to be precise. I only have 34, so... Or wait, no, there's 40 hero coins, not 39. 39 is what we have to beat in order to get first. And of course, since there's 40, that means automatically, like, once you get all 40, you're number 1. We did beat Yoshi, though, who got 29. And if I remember correctly, if you get lower than 19... you won't even be ranked on here, and like I think Link will actually be in 3rd place and Yoshi in 2nd. I guess I could have shown that off, but I decided not to. So yeah, now we're gonna watch the credits and see all of these enemies go by the screen. hey, I have a fun idea. Let's go over all the enemies and point out which ones I actually died to. Okay, not really. That would be way too boring. And yeah, I know this was a few enemies ago, but, they actually stole an enemy name from the Mario series. The porcupines are called Spinies. They don't look like Spinies. They don't even come from Lakitus either. Such a shame. Okay, the submerged sea dogs. Flotsam. Flotsam is a very weird enemy, I've noticed. I don't know why, I just always thought the Flotsams looked kind of weird. Oh, and here's Lockjaw. And here's Snapjaw. Oh, jeez. I forgot he did that. Okay, Kremling Cutthroats. We have the Clomp. We have the Klinger. Kaboing, who looks really weird when he's not actually jumping. The unfortunately named Clampon. Please, no jokes about that. Clobber. Crook. Those little hooks are like really big. Cutlass. Cloak. Cannon. Cruncha. I guess that's a good substitute for Crutcha. Clank. Ah, yeah, they even have Cackle. And Clubba, who's... Well, I mean, I guess he is a Kremling, but still. He's not a bad Kremling. Okay, Crow. We have the bosses now. Cleaver. And yeah, I guess Cleaver's just the sword, not the fiery hand that holds him. Cudgel. King Zing. Captain K. Rool. And I guess that kind of answers the question that, Crow is actually Creepy Crow, since they didn't show Creepy Crow in the credits. Yeah, Rambi and Guard. Yeah, Ratley. Alright. Squitter. I might have actually called them Squitters a few times in the project. I don't really know why. Actually, no, that's not true. I know exactly why I did that. It's because Shadow Mario 41 did that in his Let's Play, and I kind of adapted that from him, I guess. It is just Squitter, though. Okay, the monkeys. We have Swanky, Funky, Wrinkly, who never saved our game even once during the project, and Cranky. But of course, we can't forget Donkey. That's not who I was getting ready to say, but I guess we can't forget about him. But I was gonna say we can't forget about our heroes, Dixie and Diddy Kong. And I believe that does it for the roll call. So now we have the actual game credits. And I guess this means I can start talking about the project. I mean, the project technically isn't over. I probably have about 2 or 3 videos left. But, you know, I should be able to get finished with those fairly quickly. Overall, I thought this project went really well. A lot of people seem to like it, and a lot of people really seem to like me actually continuing the Donkey Kong Country franchise. And a lot of people have been asking me, like, if I'm going to be doing Donkey Kong Country 3, and of course Donkey Kong Country Returns. And I will go ahead and say that I do plan to do both of those games. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna do them, though. I'm not gonna be doing them, like, right after one another, though. So, like, don't expect Donkey Kong Country 3 anytime soon. And, like, I mean, don't expect Donkey Kong Country Returns anytime soon after that. I kind of want to space out games a little more so I can do some other games as well. But I will definitely do both of those games sometime in the future. It might take a lot longer for Donkey Kong Country Returns, but, you know, I'll try to, you know, do Donkey Kong 3, or Donkey Kong Country 3 in, like, the next year or so. I was almost thinking about, you know, just doing one Donkey Kong Country game every year around May and June. But, you know, that might take a little long. But, you know, I can always, like, you know, just hold those games in backup just in case, like, if I don't have a project ready, I can always, you know, do one of those games instead. But I will definitely do them, so don't worry, I will definitely do those games sometime in the future. Just don't expect them, like, anytime soon. And of course, as I've said before, this project is not over. Once again, probably 2 or 3 videos left. They'll just be uploaded on schedule, like the rest of the project has been, so the first extra video will be on Friday. And yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for watching this project. I'll see you guys for the extra videos. Be sure to watch them because there are more levels and more collectibles to get, so it's definitely not over. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun, so definitely watch the extra videos. But this has been SlimKirby, this has been Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, and apparently we're not done yet. Cranky still has a little bit he needs to say, I guess. Okay, come on, Cranky. I don't have all the time in the world. Even Diddy's getting a little impatient since he's juggling in front of you. He's obviously not listening. But Diddy's a pimp, so can't really blame him. Okay, that's it. See you guys next time. Later, folks.